This is exactly the game that the Dolphins have been losing for the last 15 years. They're going to lose to the 49ers, and I forgot who their coach was.
Tannehill takes the snap, standing back in between. Throws deep down the far side, and a diving catch by Parker at the San Francisco 40. Tannehill is under center. He will turn and toss it to Ajayi, trying to get to the left corner, and he does. Just gets inside the pylon. Touchdown, Miami.
Did you see how they almost beat the Patriots by losing by only 17 at home?
Landry slot right. The 49ers not going anywhere near him. Tannehill's going to throw to the near side, though, and he's got Stills open, spins away from Bethea, and runs down the sideline for a touchdown.
Colin Kaepernick is going to kneel on those Dolphin necks.
From the Miami 6, right hash mark, Kaepernick takes the snap, looking, stepping up, he's going to try to run for it. Now to the far side, pump fakes, dives, he's tackled just short of the goal line, and by a yard, the Miami Dolphins hang on and win.
Who they got this week so I can give you the stuff you need. I didn't think you'd be able to make a montage out of the stuff I said last week.
They have the Ravens. Have at it.
All right.
This is a playoff game coming up against the Ravens, basically.
They're all playoff games.
I hate the Ravens. Where's that game? Is that game here or there?
At Baltimore.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that Guillermo back from Spain just limping in with a wow? Okay. All right. We'll get to the Dolphins in a second. We'll get to Fidel Castro. We will get to CNN backtracking Friday after confirming that a Boston-based cable affiliate aired hardcore transvestite porn during an airing of their program, Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. We'll get to that in a second. And Fidel Castro, we'll probably get to that at some point during the show. But I need to know what the hell you're doing, because you've been maximum tongue chewing and not listening to a word I've said for the last 10 minutes. Like, you are immersed in something on your computer that's certainly not work, because you've never cared about anything we're doing here with the intensity that you're carrying, and your sausage fingers are pounding on that computer right now for the last 10 minutes. Like, I've been talking to you and you haven't heard a word I've said, not one.
I heard most of the words that you said.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Talked about how much you enjoyed the time off, how much you enjoyed Thanksgiving. So I heard most of what you said.
I didn't even enjoy Thanksgiving, so I didn't say I enjoyed Thanksgiving.
Well, okay, you enjoyed the time off, which was over the Thanksgiving Day
Just
holiday.
whatever. What are you working on?
I am organizing the weekend observations in a way that Mike Ryan doesn't have to do anything. That's all I'm doing. Just send them to him, and maybe he makes 1 or 2 edits, and we're done. That's what I'm doing, because it was a 4-day weekend, and there's a lot of material here, and what I like to do is, at the time, I might think something's funny, and then 3 days later, not funny anymore, and so I'm just trying to take those out. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
It only took a couple weeks before Stugotz reverted back to his old ways of not sending me the weekend observations.
Honestly, I'm stunned that he was working on work. I'm stunned that his concentration was actually being dedicated toward work. Yes, obviously, he promised to get you those Sunday night, and he immediately reverted back. Like, he's not, I mean, that's the least surprising thing in the world, right?
I got a lot going on Sunday nights, man.
For the love of God.
Nah, I really do.
I mean,
I got a lot going on.
You promised all this. As soon as it gets soft around here, what has to happen is I have to get miserable again, and he has to fear that all the empire is going to come crumbling down because I'm going to quit, and then he'll get you the Sunday observations on Sunday.
I also have a lot going on Monday mornings during the show. Like, the show is one of the things I have going on. I'd like to get those before.
That's why I'm trying to deliver these to you in a way where you don't really have to do much. Like I did last week in my defense, but Sunday night is a busy night in the Stugotz household. I mean, we have family dinners. I got, study time with the girls.
I love you, Sue. With all due respect, you're not the one who decides whether or not I do a lot on
Hold on a second. Let's release the chickens. There's no way that Sunday night is a big night in the Stugotz household that goes to 1 o'clock in the morning with family and the girls studying.
Yo, chicken time.
There's just no way.
I don't have to say much here.
Big family night.
Overtime. Overtime is what it is. That's what got into his Sunday night. Overtime. God knows what he bet on the game. As if your daughters are up till 2 o'clock in the morning studying with you.
Busy night, man. I got a family. Like, you guys don't have families, right? I got a family. I'm telling you, when you have a family with kids, Sunday night, big night. Busy night. family dinners. We try to,
Mike, can you call Abby, please? I want to call her right now on the air before he can get. Did he go reaching for his phone? Because I don't. Yeah,
phone's right here. You can have it.
All right.
Guys, she'll tell you how busy we are on Sunday nights.
I want to hear how busy you are. I don't doubt for a second that she's busy on Sunday nights. I want to get to the bottom of how busy you are on Sunday nights. I have in front of me, I have another series of questions I've got here because you guys for weeks now, I want to know whose idea this is and what you guys are trying to accomplish with this. For weeks now, I have had put in front of me Stugotz's itemized skeleton for his show on Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
And each segment is written down on a piece of paper and handed to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've largely ignored it because it has things on it like Craig Krenzel joins us.
Yeah,
So that's not something I like.
That was bad judgment.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out. I would like to if you and Craig Krenzel were talking about anything anywhere in the world, even including the abduction of my family, would I wander over to that conversation and want to listen?
I can't say, here in my defense, I did not want Krenzel. I have email proof saying I don't want Krenzel, but I have a hard time saying no to the producer who works very hard on that show.
Okay, all right.
I do.
All right,
I really do.
All right, we'll get back to all of this in a second. All
right, my wife joins us right now in the Orion Fuel and Downstairs Convenience Store guest line. They are truly steps beyond convenient.
I am such a big fan of Abby. I can't even imagine what your life would be
Not
like.
certain the feeling's mutual.
I'm sure the feeling's not mutual until the bills come in.
Every 2 weeks she loves you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Can you please help me understand how busy Stugotz's Sunday night is?
Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's very busy because he reminded me it was his mother's birthday today, and he had mentioned maybe you should order some flowers, and I'm thinking, are you serious? We had this whole discussion about flowers last night. I ordered them. He helped me, gave me the credit card number, and then I'm thinking, what the hell were you doing last night when I was ordering the flowers? So he's making his notes for your weekend report or whatever you guys do.
Yeah. I was also playing tennis with your daughter.
Hold on a second.
Well, no. The weekend report takes about 4 hours of the night when there is no one else is around. And he's like, no one talked to me. He's so stressed out when you're asking a question. After the tennis, fine. Yes, he did play tennis, and he did ask what he should order for dinner. And then, he has to watch the games, and then the weekend report, and just, in another world where, when a million other things are going on, saying yes, no, the next morning doesn't recall anything that happened the night before. So his Sunday nights are definitely very busy.
Okay.
Sounds like for you.
Hold on. Because he was saying he's helping the girls study, and there was family dinner last night, and evidently till 2 o'clock in the morning he couldn't work on his weekend report because he was very busy with these other family things.
Every now and then he'll say, "Why is everyone screaming? Does anyone need my help? I'm good at that." And they're like, "No," and I'm wondering, why are you asking me? And they're like, they try to ask him, and he gives an answer, and then they're like, "You don't even know what to say or say that." And so I think he's just so focused on what he's going to write for the weekend report that he gives an answer that's usually not accurate and doesn't really help them or me out at all. So yes, you would think that he is doing all those things, but I think at the same time,
right?
He's,
who did all the laundry yesterday? Why'd you tell everyone who did all the laundry yesterday?
Wait a minute. Don't get defensive with her. Just knock it off. I just love the idea of everyone in the house screaming and you looking up from the weekend report. Why is everyone screaming? And then I imagine everyone running outside on fire, waving their arms like movie stuntmen. Because
that's pretty much. But I actually, in his defense, he was doing laundry. Every now and then he would get up, put a load of laundry in, fold it. I think he's very proud of himself that he learned how to use the washing machine and dryer. So, he's like, well, the laundry really won't get done around here unless I do it. And I'm thinking, it's for the last 15 years, it's been getting done.
Yeah, by a cleaning lady that I pay for.
Funny. So yes, he definitely is focus on the laundry, the weekend report.
All right.
Every now and then tries to help with the homework. But
all right, we need to do this more often, Abby. I miss you.
I miss you too.
All right.
And feelings are mutual.
Oh,
yes.
my God. That's good.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Love you, honey.
Oh, God.
Bye. Love you.
All
right.
Bye. God, my ribs hurt. I heard something in my back from laughing. Oh, God. We got to make that we got to check in with her on Mondays. We got to find out, okay, because their relationship is great.
Yes.
Abby's weekend report.
Yeah, right. The weekend report or whatever.
Well, no, yeah, her weekend observations on me. I think, yes, there was an idea there. Yes. We do. She is amazing. The fact that she puts up with me with a smile the way that she does. It's.
Oh God!
You should learn a lesson from her, Dan. She spends more hours with me. Oh, I'm not certain about that, actually.
Man,
you okay?
Back hurts. I'm not even kidding. I pulled something in my back. Every once in a while, he wonders why everyone's yelling.
Oh, last night, jeez. Last night, Abby had this great idea that they were going to do their bat mitzvah service. They're going to recite it and do a practice run, okay, a dry run, and it just turned into a full-fledged fight because one of my daughters is saying the other daughter isn't saying it quick enough. The other one's saying the Rachel is going too quickly, and then a full-fledged fight breaks out. And I'm trying to do my weekend observations.
Your weekend, Your weekend report?
Yes,
your weekend report. I loved how condescending she was about your little weekend report. That takes 4 hours. So, Mike, there you go. In the middle of all of that is proof that Stugotz is actually somewhere in there trying.
Oh, yeah, no, I appreciate that he's working on it. I'm not doubting that because what I get is substantial. But in these 4 hours, you don't think you can send me an email of what you got? Because, I'm still showing up here. I still don't have your weekend observations.
Right, but to be fair, some are on my computer, some are on my notes,
Why are we being fair to you?
That's my fault. I'm not organized. So what I'm trying to do now is rather than send them to you all scattered, just get them organized in a way where you don't have to do much. But I know how busy you are.
It seems as though you're working on this plenty over the weekend that you can send them to me in an email.
What I love formulaically in the middle of all of this is that somewhere in there, Stugotz is making an effort and leaving everyone disappointed.